You want to play a game? I want to play the intro.
Should we start, I guess?
Break it.
Break it. What's going
Break
on,
it or
guys?
lose
What's
it.
going on? What's going on, everyone? It is episode 6 of the Content Creators Podcast. Week number 6.
Weeks
month
are
and a half.
flying by.
Months are flying by. It's almost Christmas. There's going to be a break coming up in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be music on now for some reason.
Music?
Yeah, I'm tripping.
What?
I just feel like there should be music playing right now. I don't know why. I feel like there's music playing. Yeah, so week 6, pretty pumped. We were supposed to have a guest on today. I think we told you guys last week.
We have to watch it. We don't hit the table because we could hear it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So we did have a guest on today, but they are unfortunately ill.
Yeah, so they can't come. So we will have another guest next week. Phil will be joining us next week. I'll confirm with him. He said he's good to go, but he's going to be on next week. Philip.
So this week's podcast, we're going to be talking about some major,
Issues.
quote, major
Issues.
/ concerns on the biggest camera of the year, the Sony a7 III.
Yep.
I don't personally own this camera, but a buddy, Andre, owns it. And I've been in the situation where he's had to return it, and now he's in a second situation where he's got to return it again.
Yes, and he's frustrated.
So the camera that we're talking about is a Sony a7 III, which just came out a few months back. More than a few months, I would say like 5.
5 months.
And it's the camera of the year, probably besides the Pocket 4K by Blackmagic. But so one of the concerns or issues that they had was the memory card. The memory card going in.
It was the spring or the
It's the
ejecting
spring. So you know
right?
when you like put the memory card in and it's kind of springy. His didn't have a spring at all, so it just went in.
And it never came out.
Usually when you press it in, it pops out. His just got stuck.
Pull-out game week.
What's that?
Pull-out game week.
Yeah.
It's only put it in.
We should, yeah. Sony's pull-out game is weak. So anyways, so basically the story happened like this. So me and Jessica were going to Cuba, and Andre had to shoot a wedding with me the week I was getting back. And I was only going for 5 days to Cuba because that's all I could have done because I had wedding back to back. And he's like, oh, I have to send out the camera, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't think anything of it because I was like, okay, send it, you'll get it back before the wedding, hopefully. Then, I'm just pumped about going to Cuba.
Yeah.
Sony, you ruined my freaking trip. I had to spend $20 in pesos because I was contacting Andre about his camera.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
Because in Cuba, you have to buy Wi-Fi cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's Cuba. Wi-Fi cards.
So you guys were supposed to shoot the wedding after?
So I basically shot a wedding before I went to Cuba, which was just photos.
Yeah.
And then I left for Cuba for only 5 days. And then I came back on Friday evening. And then I had the wedding the Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I was messaging you, and then I messaged, I think you were busy.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know what? You weren't even shooting weddings with me at that time.
No, I wasn't.
So I don't even think I did message you.
No, I wasn't. No, you didn't message.
So anyway, I'm spending 15 pesos, which I don't know what is in Canadian.
That's actually that's cheap, I think.
Let's look it
I
up.
think it's like $3 or something.
15
something like that. I can't even look it up here.
Pesos in Canadian. $1.99. $1 Canadian? What does that make sense?
15 pesos is $1 Canadian. Yeah.
What?
You only spent $1.
I'm talking.
You're talking big money.
I'm talking like I'm freaking. So, anyways, I spent $1 on Wi-Fi cards. Is that right?
Yeah. Are you sure it wasn't 50 pesos?
No,
It was
because
15. So was that?
it was $3 for a Wi-Fi card. 3 pesos. I remember.
And how many did you buy? 5?
Quite a bit, yeah.
That's cheap.
So, anyways, Andre messaged me, man. I had to send out the camera, and I'm like, dude, like, I'm in Cuba. Don't do this to me right now.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what do I do? Like, I need a second shooter. You know, like, if they didn't if the contract didn't say two shooters, I wouldn't have cared.
No, yeah.
I would have just done it myself, which
ended up
I could do. But it's always good to have a second angle, and they wanted that, so I have to provide that. And so I'm like, man, like, Andre, why did you? I thought of it. I'm like, it's not that. Why did you send it out? He had no choice, I guess.
Oh no, well, it's useless anyways.
Because you can't even record it regardless.
You had
and then the Sony A7 III has 2 memory card slots.
Oh, how about the other one? Both of them?
The one, just, I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. If you guys, this guy doesn't know shit. Yeah. I don't own it, so I'm just stating what I think.
By memory, yeah.
I think the second memory card is only there for backup if the first one is full.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know. So anyways, he sent it out and they couldn't fix it. And it took like a month or a few weeks.
And then they ended up giving him a new camera.
And then they sent him a new camera.
Yeah, brand new.
I remember I went to go pick it up for him at the FedEx or whatever.
Yeah, he used
and then I ended up having to get a second shooter, which was Frank, which did a good job.
What did he shoot with?
He shot with the 6300, which turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah.
But that in my 1DX, it doesn't really match because the 63 is a little bit of an older camera.
No,
the quality's still good, but I'd prefer the Sony A7 III with the 1DX. But so anyways, I ended up shooting that wedding. It was fine, and then he couldn't shoot anything. And I think he bought an A7R III as a backup because he didn't have any cameras at the time because he sent the A7 III out.
Now Andre did.
Yeah.
He's got both now. Yeah?
Now he's got both.
Yeah.
So now and then he was here at the shop.
Like literally.
No. This was he was here like 3 days ago because he
okay.
bought the Rode mic.
Yeah.
The lav mic for the wireless mic.
Yeah. How much was that?
He got a good deal. He got it for $300.
Oh yeah. Dude.
So and then we're testing it out, and the input's not working.
Oh my god.
On the A7 III, the input isn't working. So he had his A7R III. We tried it, and it worked fine.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's weird. I'm like, Andre, what if we reset the settings?
Yeah.
So we basically tried on the A7R III. We tried to find the exact settings, and then the next day he sends me a link. The A7 III has
a
headphone jack problem.
So
which all of them have to be sent out or something. Or I don't know if all of them have a problem or most of them have a problem.
That's crazy.
So we were wondering why, so now he's got to send his camera out for the second time.
I'm getting scared. I remember I was telling you about switching cameras. I don't even know if I want to get Sony.
Yeah.
Because Frank.
You hear that, Sony?
Frank had that issue. Remember Frank had that issue?
With his mic?
Remember when we were filming that cat video and it wouldn't load? He kept freezing and everything?
But I think that's a memory card problem.
Oh, yeah, but we don't... No, remember it happened on another memory card? Didn't it happen on another one?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
And then he had those 2 issues. They're probably just trying to pump them out.
If this happened to me during a wedding, man, I'd be freaking...
Livid.
So anyway, Andre's got to send his camera out for the second time. We have to keep an eye on the 1DX just in case it shuts off because it's on a record minute.
I can check the time right now. We're at 9 minutes. We're on the dot. I heard that.
Talking too much. You thirsty?
Okay.
So anyway, Andre's got to send his camera out for the second time. And now what is he supposed to do? What if he's running a production or some type of job thing and he's got no camera?
He's got the A7.
Yeah, lucky. $4,000 later because of the first issue.
And he doesn't have you guys don't have Ursa right now?
No, and we had to send out the Ursa. So update on the Ursa Mini, the one that we just got. So we did a couple tests and we were noticing there's some red dots on the bottom of the footage, which they can be called dead pixels or I forgot what the other word.
They probably have
dead or stuck pixels.
Oh, they probably have stuck.
Yeah, and we didn't know, and I tried downgrading the software, and then I just downgraded. I didn't even bother upgrading because the red dots were still there.
Yeah.
So and then I tried doing a whole bunch of different codecs. Like I shot in RAW, I shot in ProRes, different files. So, and then I contacted Blackmagic, and they were happy. They were more happy for me to send it out, and they were gonna take a look at it.
Perfect.
So me and Andre sent the camera out on last Thursday, and today's Tuesday, and they got it Monday.
That's why you paid extra fast shipping.
So yeah, we paid $260 to ship that thing out.
It's worth it.
Bro, I packed that
Plus
thing
insurance.
like there was a baby inside.
What'd you put, styrofoam?
I put styrofoam, I put bubble wrap.
Yeah.
I put like, oh, you have no idea. So I took a pic.
Pillows. You took a pic of it?
I said I should have.
Oh, that's good.
So then, no, I actually put it in 2 boxes. I put the camera in one box and then that box in another box.
You think they'll send it back like that?
I don't know.
Find out.
So anyways, yeah, they're fixing that. So we're having camera issues, and the one camera that hasn't died on me yet, which
This beast.
was the Beast #1, the 1DX Mark II.
Yeah. There's been no issues with it.
Yeah. Actually, we shot another short film
On this.
on the 1DX in the
yeah.
C-Log. We downloaded it's not a real C-Log by Canon, but it worked.
Did you upload it yet? The film?
The short film, I don't know if I'm going to.
What's up to you? Or even put it on your IGTV.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I didn't think of that.
Yeah, you can just do it there.
So I'm gonna put the short film on the IGTV.
There's a twist at the end, guys. You gotta watch the whole thing.
It's a funny twist.
It's a funny twist. You
So
guys will love
we were filming only because we were kind of bored,
it. Well, and because of our commitment last
and
week.
the commitment because every week we're doing the short film. So this week we're gonna maybe doing again.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I actually did say that we were both gonna do one each, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it every week.
Oh.
I do have one that I'm like not short from. It was just like a test from when me and Clinton went into.
Well, I'm saying like me and you can do one. You don't have to do one. Me
Oh, I
and
know,
you,
yeah.
you know, just in case if you can't pull one off yourself, me and you have one, then we
Yeah,
could
yeah.
both. But yeah, so anyway, so I downloaded the C-Log picture profile, and like I didn't even want to color grade it, which I did, and it turned out even better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I should show you what the raw footage looks like. It's actually on this memory card that we're using right now.
Yeah, we'll see it after this.
But yeah, anyways, so we wanted to talk about the Sony,
And then the Osmo.
and we want to talk about
Mini
the
Pocket,
Osmo
or Osmo Pocket.
Pocket.
I gotta pull up because like me and Pete don't even know too much about it. It's just like a versatile, small little
$400.
gimbal. Yeah, it's pretty affordable. Like, I'd say this is a good tool for anyone who's like starting off and wants to do more cinematic stuff at a lower budget, obviously, because it's so smooth. The whole
Yeah.
thing's smooth. It's got face tracking in it. I gotta see
And
the
it's got
specs
like
right
the DGI profiles. It's got like the D-Log, I think it's called.
here. Or I think it's Cinelike or something.
Yeah.
I forget.
And it's tiny too.
Yeah, and I think the case actually charges.
Oh really?
I might not be correct, but, you put
But
it in
compare
the
that
case,
to like the GoPro. I think the GoPro has a bigger chip.
GoPro has a better. I watched Casey Neistat's.
I saw
review,
that today. I didn't watch it though.
But if I'm not mistaken, the GoPro does have better dynamic range.
Does it?
But this is smoother than the GoPro in terms of stabilization. This is smoother
Oh.
for sure. And GoPro doesn't have face track. This has face track.
Yeah, but see the thing with GoPro and the Osmo Pocket.
GoPro's more of like a durable.
GoPro is more of an action camera.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing is, everything is in focus.
Yeah.
The Pocket, it's got the face tracking because it gives you that low aperture of a 2.8,
Yeah.
I think, or something.
I think so. I don't even know.
So that's why it has to have face tracking. GoPro is more like it's for to get everything in focus. It's more of an action cam, right?
So the camera's sensor is 1/2.3 inches CMOS sensor. It's got 12 megapixel camera, which isn't bad. Field of view 80 degrees. Aperture of an f-stop up 2.0.
Oh, 2.0, not bad.
So that's not bad. Electronic shutter speed is 1/8,000 seconds. It's not bad. Like, and it shoots 4K.
Yeah.
It shoots 4K 60.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is it waterproof?
It's not there is a waterproof case you can buy for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's actually like selfie stick. There's a lot of accessories you can get with this thing. So like,
But the thing is, like, there's a motor in there, so like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know.
I mean,
yeah.
the Pocket and the GoPro, they're totally used for two different things.
Yeah, this is more like
The
not
GoPro
action.
you can slap onto your surfboard, your skateboard,
Yeah.
your camera.
You can do this too. You just have to have the
but it's just like
cases on it.
you can't just drop it and not worry about it, right? The
That's the
camera's
only
like
thing.
the GoPro's what, shockproof, I think, or something.
You can chuck it off a building before.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't use this underwater by
No.
itself, obviously, because it's not waterproof. And I would be way more scared to use this thing.
And you can attach your phone to it.
To this
The
one,
Pocket.
yeah, which is sick. Yeah, like this would be sick.
How much is it in Canadian?
Let's see here. So it's $349 US to CD. One sec. Of course, it's not working.
How much is it American?
$350. So it's probably
so
like
it's like
close, just over $400.
For at least 450, 425 or something, which is not bad. But like me personally, I would just get the GoPro.
Oh, wait, here we go. I got the GoPro's more though too. You gotta think, right?
GoPro's what, 529?
Yeah. So this one's 466. Plus, if you get the case to make it probably durable, you're probably looking at the same price anyways.
Yeah.
Like, but and the dynamic range. I think the dynamic range is better on, like I said, on the GoPro.
Man, like I have the GoPro for silver, and shooting that in the flat profile, it's nice.
I know.
It's
I
almost
just
like
did that video.
it's a log profile.
Yeah.
And if you're going for that certain like documentary look, you know, like a cool cinematic video look,
You can use
the
it.
flat is nice.
Yeah.
And you don't even almost have to add a color grade to it.
In low light, it's not that great.
No, but this GoPro 7 might be a little bit better.
Yeah. Oh, definitely 100%.
In
Has
low
to be.
light.
You know, and the stabilization. Is
And
way
the
better.
stabilization, you can do like
That's
a
for
hyper.
sure, yeah.
What do you call that? Hyperlapse?
Yeah, there's like their hyperlapse mode.
Yeah.
Actually, you can do time lapses on the Osmo too, so you can let it sit there, and it'll just do one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, because of the motor.
the motor just does it by itself. Same with the my Ronin, my DJI Ronin.
Yeah.
Yes, it does the same thing, but I haven't used it. So that's
That's
the
sick.
thing too. You can't GoPros can do it if you move the camera, but you can't just leave it there. And
you
let it
you get the GoPro gimbal, and I think it will just blow it out of the water.
I don't know. We have to do a test. Spend more money. You get the GoPro.
We're gonna get Sony to buy us all this shit
Yeah.
because they made us return Andre's camera.
Andre's camera. Yeah, you guys owe Andre some money, guys.
Sony, I hope you guys listen to this. Probably aren't going to listen to it because you
Yeah.
don't care about us.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I don't know. For me, like I said, for me, I don't know if I'd get Sony just because of those experiences that he's had.
yeah.
I know it sounds stupid.
But I know the A6500 is very close to the A6, the A7 III.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it? How about?
It's crop
quality?
sensor. That's the only thing.
It's good. I don't know. I think.
And apparently it's good in low light.
Black Magic Pocket.
That's another story. The Black Magic
Yeah, I was
Pocket.
gonna today.
I'm trying to get DJ to upgrade
the Canon.
the
AD.
Canon. Keep the Canon for photos, and get the Pocket for video.
Yeah. Can I buy a Metabone for that? And upgrade
Put your
it?
Canon lenses. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the EF or the Micro Four Thirds 2. That's
Yeah.
man. That's what I had on the GH5.
But how much was it? That was $300. The one you
It was like 250.
That's not bad.
Viltrox.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You bought that at where? Henry's?
No, I bought it off Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I originally
And it boosts that one boosts the aperture as well.
So if you put like a lens that's a 2.8, it will come out as a 2.
Oh, okay. So it brings it down 0.8.
It brings it down.
That's
Because
awesome.
I think I had a 1.8 and it was a 1.4.
And the low lights are already crazy on that
Yeah.
camera too.
The only thing is, see, none of your lenses have stabilization.
No.
So that's one thing you need. Like if you use my 35, the Canon image stabilization 35,
Yeah.
the one that I have, that would be primo.
I gotta get more lenses. How much is the 35 though?
Could probably find a good one used for 400.
Yeah. You can do that. And then brand new, it's 600.
I think it's 6.
Oh, maybe have to work some more weddings, bud.
Not the next year.
We're at 20 minutes right now. Almost 20 minutes right now on the podcast.
So I think we're gonna just end it there.
Yeah, I wanted to hear.
Next week we have Phil.
Phil. Yeah, I'll double check. He told me last week he was good to go, but we should be good for.
If Phil's not able, we'll for sure have someone else. We have a couple people in the books.
I'll message him right now after we're done.
Yeah,
this, see if
we
he's
have a
good
couple
to go.
people in the books, and then if you watch this, make sure to watch a short film that we might make. I guess. If we
Oh
have
yeah,
time.
yeah. Well, are you gonna post that one on?
I am gonna post on my IGTV.
Yeah, IGTV. Yeah, we can do that, because it's just like short little clips, right?
Yeah.
So, it's what's that? 1:12?
Yeah, it's 1:12.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can post it. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. I didn't think
minute.
of that.
Yeah, minute. And you got something to post on IGTV, right?
Yeah, I barely post on there.
Me too. I haven't posted in a while. I'm gonna start posting on there. Okay, guys, we're gonna head out. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
See you.